Well, good. Well, what I'm really going to talk about tonight is stepping up to better serve God. Well, as Jeff just read, basically David is standing up to Goliath and saying that I'm not afraid of you and that I shall, you know. Well, right now I'm going to read another verse about David. I'm going to be turning to 1 Samuel 16:1. 11, I mean. So he asked Jesse, "Are these all your sons you have?" "There is still the youngest," Jesse answered, "but is tending to the sheep." Samuel said, "Send for him." "Well, we will not sit down until he arrives." So he sent and he had him brought in. He was ruddy with a fine appearance and handsome features. Then the Lord said, "Rise and anoint him. He is the one." So basically what's going on is Samuel's looking for one of Jesse's sons to anoint as king. And 1 second, David is tending to the sheep. The next, he's being anointed as king. So step up pretty a lot. Okay. Now I'm going to read a verse about Moses. I'm going to be turning to Exodus chapter 4, 1. Okay. This is when Moses is talking to the burning bush. Moses answered, "What if they do not believe me or listen to me and say, 'The Lord did not appear to you'?" Then the Lord said to him, "What is that in your hand?" "A staff," he replied. The Lord said, "Throw it on the ground." Moses threw it on the ground and it became a snake, and he ran from it. So basically my interpretation of that is Moses is doubting that God will be able to make him be able to save the Israelites. But then God just shows him that with his power you can do it. So basically looking at these two, there are two types of people that can step up. There are those like David who can step up and not be afraid because he faced down a giant. Then there's Moses who's afraid he's going to fail. And then for the people that are afraid to fail, they use that sometimes as an excuse that they can't do it or something. But sometimes God calls you on you anyway, and you have to take that opportunity sometimes. I'm definitely more like Moses, hard for me to get up here. But then I found a really cool verse. It's Romans 10:14. How then can they call on the one they have not believed in? And how can they believe in the one whom they have not heard? And how can they hear without someone to preach to them? Basically what it's saying in that chapter is, getting to the point is, more or less it's your fault that these people are not getting up to heaven because you didn't even try. You didn't even take the time out to change their mind about this. So I believe it's more or less our fault if we don't even try to get them up to heaven. So that's basically it.